It's the rise of the reasonable. Some of the most powerful voices in America today are popular not because of what they were known for in the past, not for their crazy or moderate views, but for their reasonable takes, in my view. Joe Rogan, Joe Manchin, Bill Maher, and Elon Musk. They are everywhere, and they haven't changed over the years. The media has, to be more divisive than ever. But people are sick of it, I believe. Joe Rogan's insanely popular. You don't need me to tell you that, even despite the left trying to cancel him a couple of times. But Rogan admits it's not because he's all of a sudden a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah. When I say something stupid, I'm not thinking about what I'm going to say before I say it. And I'm a cage fighting commentator who's a dirty stand-up comedian. I'm not a respected source of information, even for me. I at least try to be honest about what I'm saying.
Thank you. Bill Maher, he's a liberal. He's always been. And nowadays, everyone kind of likes him, especially on the right.
I am still the same unmarried, childless, pot-smoking libertine I always was. I have many flaws, but you can't accuse me of maturing. Let's get this straight. It's not me who's changed. It's the left, who is now made up of a small contingent who've gone mental and a large contingent who refuse to call them out for it. But I will.
He is honest, and he isn't afraid to stand for what's right, regardless of his party. He doesn't care what you think. Look at Joe Manchin. His approval rating has skyrocketed 17% over the last year. No other Democrat has done that. Other Dems may want to label him a radical, but he's reasonable and has stood in the way of Joe Biden's agenda because it hasn't been reasonable. He's been the same Democrat all along.
I've never changed, Martha. I'm the same person I have been all my life. I look for that moderate middle. The common sense that comes with the moderate middle is who I am. That's what people expect.
And then there's Elon Musk. He's getting hammered this week by the left for his takeover of Twitter. But it's not because he's conservative. He's never been. He just tells it like it is. Musk tweeted this right behind me this week. He says, I supported Obama for president, but today's Democratic Party has been hijacked by extremists. As unorthodox as some of his antics are, as you're seeing behind me, he's proposing reasonable things like true freedom of speech for the future of social media.
Who's that? That's Brian Kilmeade. He's trying to convince people that Republicans are the reasonable ones, even though we're most certainly not. Oh, me? I'm Brett Erlich from Republican headquarters, and I'll explain to you exactly how we're lying to everyone here in the Republican Party. Yeah, in the clip, he's showing Elon Musk smoking a blunt, and then he goes to Bill Maher saying that he loves weed, and he hopes that will convince people how cool Republicans are, even though the Republicans just voted to stop a law making weed legal.
To use a gateway drug for recreational or medicinal purposes is reckless, negligent, careless, and irresponsible.
And you know why the Democrats just passed a law making weed legal? Because they're with the, quote, overwhelming majority of Americans who think weed should be legal. Like, we're so uncool. Here is Josh Hawley talking to Axios about porn.
Spending your time on video games, spending your time watching porn online while doing nothing is not good for you, your family, or this country.
We got jagoffs like that. We got Marco Rubio. We got Ted Cruz. We got Lindsey Graham. And if we can convince America that Republicans are cool with those jagoffs in office, my friend owes me 5 Gs. And yes, that is a reference to the number of 5G conspiracy theory nut jobs in our party. That is the right now. The number one fundraiser in our party is Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's a psychopath.
There's a draft opinion out now to overturn Roe versus Wade, and this is a great victory. It's a great victory for God.
One trick we're trying to pull is to convince people that the left is against free speech, even though we're the ones passing censorship laws. We just passed a don't say gay law, like the don't say gay bill. Our approach is to rename it the don't say straight bill. Like, our spin on it is still about shit you can't say. And as a result of the don't say gay bill, we're trying to kill Mickey Mouse now. Like, if we could convince people that they're the party of censorship while we're trying to murder Goofy, that would be amazing. I love it. We're trying to say the left is a bunch of weirdo pedophiles right now, while we're the ones trying to look at your kid's tallywhacker before he goes swimming, you know, just to be safe. But we're saying other people are pedophiles. It's so silly. I mean, Trump hung out with Epstein. You've seen the photos, Sound Guy. Sound Guy's seen the photos. They're weird, right? Trump hung out with Epstein. Wished Ghislaine Maxwell well, like a weird amount of times.
I just wish her well, frankly.
Why would you wish such a person well?
I don't know that, and I do wish her well. I'm not looking for anything bad for her.
But but no, you guys are pedophiles. There are like 5 ongoing current Republican pedophile investigation. Did you know that Lauren Boebert's husband was like convicted, I think, of exposing himself to a minor? Did you know that? But no, the Democrats are the pedophiles. Did you guys know? Texas governor was sending investigators to people's houses if they didn't make their trans kids' life a living hell. That was the plan. We talk about a left-wing mob, right? But like the mob is our legal framework right now. You know the Texas abortion law? We are creating groups of vigilantes to go to people's houses. That's the law. That's the law we passed. And we say we're against government handouts. God, this is so good. We say we're against government handouts. But the law in Texas is that if you narc on someone who performed an abortion, we will give you a handout of $10,000. That's the law. But no, Kilmeade is convinced Elon Musk and Joe Rogan and Bill Maher that the left's a bunch of weirdos. Because of pronouns. We're fucking winning.